Hello students, I am Professor Ningamika Jimeti, Department of MBA, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. So today I'll be talking about Unit 3, that is Higher Process and Decision, a part of it which was taken in the first video, and the left out things I'll be covering today. And the next one is types of recruitment needs. So recruitment is a means of filling the vacancies, right? Why exactly recruitment is needed? So it is needed based on the requirement, based on the availability of job. So first you should analyze why the recruitment is needed. So few people they just go and hire the people, but they will be not understand what is the account required. So the need of recruiting new talent in the organization can arise in the following three types. So of the condition. So which are they? The first one is planned need. So that says about organization develops a requirement of hiring new employees due to unknown reason and is prepared for the same in advance as a plan and need. The example for this is retirement of an employee. So when the organization develop a requirement hiring process, like how many employees will be there, so what is the reason are they recruiting? So based on keeping some things in the advance. So those are called as planning needs. The best example is retirement of an employee. And the second one is anticipated needs. So anticipated needs are majorly controlled by internal and external environment factors. So such requirements basically depends upon past experience, news updates, etc. Keeping those as a base, they will try to recruit the employees. Like if there is any technological advancement, if they are planning for a mergers or if they are planning for expansion, in that cases, anticipated need of recruitment is more suitable. Coming to the third one, sudden need. Sometimes the need for a recruiting person arises due to an unexpected reason, like employee if you can walk out from the organization due to accident or due to dementia or sickness, any of the reason they might leave the organization. In that case, they can see the sudden need and requirement. Based on it, they can recruit the employee of an organization. The next we are talking about today is need analysis for recruitment process. So as the title only says, we understood about the need and how the process works basically. So few people make a common mistake without analyzing the need or regular basis. So they will try to just recruit the people without any proper idea. So what if they need to accomplish by making the hire? There should be a proper mapping, then only they can recruit the employees. Organization who hire reactively frequently end up conducting several interviews with the candidates who are just not quite right. So few people they just conduct the interview who are not suitable for the profile, they'll put on hold, and those people will be expecting the call from the organization. It is waste of time. Instead, look out a person who is actually suitable enough for a particular profile. So the recruitment analysis process consists of three stages. The first one is planned headcount. So plan a headcount. How many employees need to be located for a particular profile? Is it there is a looking for a 1 year, 2 year based on the period? Are they looking for a contractual or a permanent? Need to be analyzed. So sales growth and attrition, product roadmap are the main things need to analyzed when they're planning for headcount. It should be tied to the organization overall business strategy. So whatever the strategy is there, irrespective of whatever the external factor, need to be analyzed, keeping some as a assumptions they need to plan up with the process. So you will want to work closely with the both senior management and finance to plan out what people resource you will need to have on a board. Is it the next 12 to 4 months? What might be our expectation of the company? How many people's might how many people might come and join to the organization based on the requirement, based on the headcount? All should be analyzed in a better way. So be sure to include your recruitment specialty in the conversation to be obtain statistics. So what is the statistics is all about? The count of a people required for a next 1 year, 2 year, if they make any mergers, if they make any expansion, if they plan for a product diversification. So all these keeping into mind need to be analyzed the headcounts. Taking steps to plan a headcount growth help not only with the general revenue but also for the budgeting purposes. And the second one is job description. So once you know the headcount, you need to write the job description which says about the what are the roles and responsibility required for a particular team. Are creating good job description typically involves assessing what tasks individuals are currently completing one day to day basis, and then using that information to create series of statement about what the required skills are they looking at, what are the eligibilities, what are the knowledge, what are the skill set required for a profile need to be analyzed in the job description. Coming to the third one, performance profiles. The performance profiles explains about the what are the profiles maybe start with a job description, but they should also have a proper documentation of the work, what they have done. So what are the performance they have desired result, and what are the expectation, what the history of the employee is looking, what will it match with the present profiles need to be considered that redefine the job requirement of a individual who are applying for a particular profile. So every job from a file clerk to executive vice president has 6 to 8 critical performance objectives that ultimately determine success. There are some criteria need to be analyzed from the top level to the lower level. What are the criteria required to lead a success of the organization? And the next one is cost analysis. So this is the one of the important topic of this particular module. Cost analysis explains about the higher calculator helps to calculate the cost associated with the advertising, recruiting and staffing. For example, if there is an opening for a particular profile, how do you advertise it? Whether you go for the external hiring or internal hiring, what is the cost incurred on that? The calculator need to be analyzed about the cost per, and cost per hour means expense incurred by an employee for recruiting a new staff from advertising to and joining an employee against the total number of requirements. So what is the total number of employees are they looking for? So what is the number of staff are they looking at? What are the total number of requirements is required? So there is a formula, cost per IR is equal to direct expense plus indirect expense divided by number of candidates required. For example, to recruit and 10 number of employees, what are the direct expenses? What are the indirect expenses? All together, if you put it in a formula, you will get the cost per hire. Next one, so internal recruiting. So what are the internal recruiting costs incur on it? The internal recruiting costs are expenses related to the internal staff and organizational cost of a recruitment function. So what are the costs incurred like recruiter salaries, employer referral, bonuses, interview cost, fixed cost, all this will come into the internal recruiting. So interview cost is equal to number of hours, how many hours they conducted, and what is the hourly salary of an interviewer or a hiring manager. These are the costs incurred in the internal recruitment. Coming to the fixed costs such as physical infrastructure like office rental or what is the location where they stay, what is the rent they are carrying, all this incur on the internal recruiting. Coming to the external recruiting cost consists of our expenses related to the external vendors or out of the office, including like agencies, people who are conducting the interview and giving them third party employees to an organization, advertising cost, technological cost, career fair, all these are the different costs incurred when you are recruiting a person or a candidate outside the organization. So external recruiting cost can also include like traveling cost. So if a person is working in Mumbai and coming back to Bangalore and is relocating, so that in traveling cost and relocating cost should be given to an employee. Signing bonuses, cost per hire by category. So these are the some of the examples of external recruiting. And the next one is calculate specific cost metrics. So there are many categories by which you can calculate a cost, including like based on job position, department, leadership level, and also source of hire. So keeping this as a four base, they can calculate the cost. So for example, cost per hire for a roles in software development may be higher than in finance because the software people working style is different. So their package will be obviously differ from the management people, right? So it depends upon what type of position he is into, what is the department he work for, and what is the leadership level they have, and what are the source of hire. All this will concentrate on specific cost metrics. And then there is an example given here. The CPH varies according to the size of the organization, recruitment, channels, and seniority of the position. Example, the cost analysis of a hiring process consists of, here see, if you can see in the table, resource CV bank pool, which is the cost of 2044, personal time, like a group manager conducting an interview, HR manager conducting an interview, on-site doctor, health officer. So their post is again what are the costs incurred. Applicant department manager type, what is the cost? Like they come under general manager, supervisors, first supervisors. All these people come under total cost. And operation like intranet, desk, cell, telephone, their cost is $2,362. And education managers and first orientation program taken by the managers 359. So altogether sum up of it, for how many people are they doing? For 10 people are they recruited considering these costs. So the cost per year is equal to 9058 divided by 10. It is 9.058. The round figure is 9058 divided by 10 is 905.8. Making round offer, it is 906 is the cost per hire of this particular hiring process. One more example here mentioned is cost per hire, which is the total advertising cost is 720, total administrative cost is 1008, total interview cost per candidate is 5000, total joining cost per candidate is 4690, and the miscellaneous cost per candidate is 2350. So the total cost per hire is only 13,768. We are not dividing any number of candidates here because the breakup is itself given as per candidate per useful CV. So in that case, need not to divide by the total number of candidate. So this is how the cost analysis and cost can be calculated and cost per hire can be calculated. Thank thank you students. Thanks for watching my video. Have a very good day. Thank you.